So you need to come together as a group and you need to push each other. You succeed as a group, you fail as an individual. You will hear me say that all the time. So figure it out. Rodriguez.
Yes, sir.
Get them lined up in groups on the grid over there, or on the concrete over there.
Squad leaders, get them lined up on the grid. Let's go.
Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone.
Are you ready to go today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back.
North Las Vegas has one of the hardest academies. This is nothing.
You are North Las Vegas recruits. You lift your chin high.
If you don't give it your all while you're on the training ground or while you're out there fighting a fire, somebody could die. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Get yourself down, get attention.
What side are your pens supposed to be on?
Right side, sir.
Larman, why are your pens on the wrong side?
Oh, damn, Warman already. So we assign them all a certain parking spot and a parking pass, and they're assigned that parking pass, so each morning they're expected to park in that spot, same spot every day, and also display the parking pass. So we're just checking to make sure that they have their parking pass displayed this morning.
So today is day one. Day one is in processing. So most of the day was going to consist of HR getting all their paperwork done, meeting with Chief Calhoun to discuss his expectations for them for the rest of the academy, us going over the recruit training manual, which you'll hear us refer to as the RTM, and discussing our expectations as well for them for the academy. First day is the day where they really learn what we were expected as far as detail-oriented. Attention to detail is paramount because it reflects everything that they do on the fire ground and in the field doing EMS. And if their stuff is not detailed now, it won't be detailed then. So you'll find us holding them accountable to that throughout the day, as well as getting all of their HR paperwork and education done.
So right now I'm making sure my desk is aligned with everything dress right dress, so the class can follow right behind me and make sure that they're mirroring the same exact thing that I'm trying to do. So that way we're all uniformed and in line. There's no individuality here. Everybody's got the same pens in the same right pocket, notepad in left pocket. Just attention to detail, so where everybody's squared away.
Come on, let's all get one. Shut up, Tom.
Are you ready to go today?
Yes, sir!
Any injuries out there today?
No, sir!
Today's your first day of PT. We talked about this the other day. Push yourselves while you are out there. This is your opportunity to shine when you are out here. You will have to work hard when you are on that training ground. If you don't give it your all while you're on the training ground or while you're out there fighting a fire, somebody could die. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Chief talked about life expectancy. We don't know how long we'll live, but I know that I would sacrifice my life any day of this week 24/7 for one of my brothers or sisters that's in a fire. The question is, are you willing to do that? Are you?
Yes, sir!
Well, then let's show it out here today when we do PT. I want you to bust your ass, work hard. No quit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
Gotta aim for the top like hello. Yeah, I can never doubt myself, I know better. All of you critics be acting like you know better. Blowing the smoke, but I know when the dust settles that I'm in my element. It's evident that there's levels to the game. All of those dark nights I got then.
There is absolutely no excuse for that. You guys knew what this academy was coming in. You guys even heard the words, North Las Vegas has one of the hardest academies. This is nothing. A 10-minute mile?
3-mile run.
You guys should be able to do that blindfolded. I told you guys weeks ago to prepare for 5 miles at an 8-minute mile pace so you would have 0 problems coming into this academy. If you can't do a 10-minute mile, you're going to have problems. You need to fix your problems. I'm afraid to see what happens when we do a 20-minute circuit. 20-minute circuit is equivalent to a 20-minute job that you're going to arrive on with a burning fire with victims trapped inside and your crew inside. Are you going to fall out?
No, sir!
Are you going to suck down your bottle and compromise your entire team?
No, sir!
So here we are today on day 2. Today is day 1 of PT. We're out here today testing the recruits' ability and their physical fitness. We told these recruits coming into this academy to be prepared to run, CrossFit, and train. They know what the goals were entering this academy. So today was our first 3-mile run at a 10-minute mile. A 10-minute mile isn't much. So when we're out there and we're doing this run, we're looking for those that prepared for this academy. Coming into this academy, I told them to be prepared for an 8-minute mile to run 5 miles. So those that are struggling today with 3 miles at 10-minute miles, they need to figure out how to dig deep and figure out if they really want to be here. So today's day 3. We'll be starting out with our PT this morning. This morning's PT is the gauntlet. The gauntlet is something that we've been doing every year for every academy because it represents different stations of different types of workouts that you may be doing during an actual fire or during some sort of rescue. Our first station that we normally do is a 5-inch hose pull, which strengthens your core, strengthens your legs, and your arm strength. We also do a tire drag, which is similar to a rescue drag, where we'd be pulling a body out of a building. We do the sledgehammer and the Kaiser sled, which is actions that you'd be using a sledgehammer or a forcible entry type workout. Some of the other workouts are battle ropes. We do sleds, slam balls, step box with a high-rise pack. Each one of these is something that you're going to be doing during a fire or during some form of rescue.
Keep your arms moving. So here we are, day 3 PT. This is where we find out who's fronting when they told us they came prepared. We have some that are prepared, some unprepared, and there's some that we're going to have to motivate.
Let's go! Push it, push it, push it! Work hard! As you can see while we're out here, our own RTOs are out here. They're in full SCBA and turnouts, proving that they can work harder than the recruits in shorts and t-shirts. That's to motivate these recruits to know that they are being given a gift today. That gift is going to go away when they're wearing turnouts in SCBA, and they need to learn how to work hard just as how hard as we're willing to work for them. What's up, everybody? Today's the first day of fireground training. We're out here on the training grounds practicing ladders, hose pulls, and 5-inch connection. Because we have such a large academy, we break them up into different groups so that it's more manageable and they can get more repetition. One thing about this academy is that everybody comes from different backgrounds and different levels of training. Everything from no training, no past experience, to maybe a few years in volunteer fire service or even working for a fire department and some military background.
This was not my first time handling a ladder. I actually took the initiative and worked with some other firefighters to help me get some exposure and training on how to properly put up a ladder.
Okay, so go ahead and adjust it. If you know you're going to need to, just go ahead and make a quick adjustment.
Yes, sir. Adjusting ladder. Fog nozzles. The reason why that's important is because they flow at different pressures. Okay, so that's important for the engineers, so that way you guys can get the appropriate stream, so that way you guys can fight fire.
Week 1, it's been a great first week. Feels great to be able to get out here, get comfortable with the classroom side of things, get to know some of the cadres, and also we're out here today on the training grounds loading hose, pulling lines, and throwing some ladders, so being able to get familiar with hands-on skills like this on the training ground has been a lot of fun.
Not that bad having to kind of remove it from the building from further away, but as you get to the 24, it's going to be a little bit more like, oh, you're going to have to feel it come through, and people get nervous for it to do what? Fall back on them.
You're going to raise it on the beam, or you're going to do a flat raise. I was very confused because you started mixing your hands.
The 16-foot ladder is challenging to me because of my height. Having that shorter stature with that 16-foot ladder is a lot more difficult on understanding where I need to put my hand placements. So with that, I have to adjust a little bit differently than my taller comrades around me.
And you're gonna get through it though, right?
I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna make it work and pass that.
Everybody has to kind of do something different. We're all built different shapes and sizes. And like I showed you, I wasn't able to get it on that 6th rung. So just bump down and then start to lift from your bottom hand up, all right?
Yes, sir.
So over the course of the academy, ladders is one of the most challenging, especially that 16-foot ladder. Based on your height, your size, your weight, and your strength, everyone's going to have a different method that they need to be able to get that ladder up. And really what it comes down to is leverage. So for each person, we have to work with them to figure out what method is going to be most effective for them based on their size. So I've been working with a lot of the girls because they are on the shorter side, and they need to use a different method in order to get that ladder up. So what I've been showing them is something traditionally different than what most people do, but it has so far been effective for most of them thus far, but it's something that we'll continue to work on as we go through the academy. Am I starting over?
Yeah, start over. Yeah.
Hey everyone, we just wrapped up week one. Week one! Woo!